as far as the squish factor goes, like, these are on par with the Yeezy squish factor. I would argue. These are good. These are good. All right, we got another one. This is the DMX recovery slide from Reebok. So Reebok came to mind the other day, and I was thinking about different brands that I can start getting, checking out their slides and stuff, because I'm kind of running out of Crocs, and after how well that Nike Rejuvenate video did, I thought I should start branching out, doing other brands and stuff. So like I said, Reebok came to mind. I haven't had anything from Reebok in a long time, even in terms of like my own shoes and apparel and stuff. I really don't deal with Reebok. But anyways, I got on their website and saw they had a pair of recovery slides. So anytime anything is marketed as a recovery product, they are usually rather comfortable. So I thought I would give them a try. They weren't too expensive. I think they were under $30. I don't recall if they were on sale or not. I will reference my email invoice, and I will list the price of these as I'm editing this footage. So, oh, I gotta save that plastic. My sister wants me to recycle them. I guess they, those plastic bags recycle like the single-use grocery bags. All right, so back to the DMX Reebok recovery slide. I got it. There was only 3 color options. They had black, white, and then there was like a toothpaste color. AI Aqua, they called it. A Aqua. So I went with the toothpaste because I like me some vibrant colors. It's not too bad. I think as far as sizing, I went down. I thought that said no smoking for a minute. It's like, no smoking. It says dynamic cushioning. So I don't know if there's like water in the sole or something, like where the aqua thing comes from. They feel pretty squishy though. These might be a sleeper, man. These might be a sleeper slide. You never know. The sizing looks a little small. I don't know if I went the right way. So I'm already rambling. My apologies. So I went down with the sizing because I find that slides tend to run large. So when I'm on a half size, I tend to have better luck going down on size than when I do go up. So I went down to an 11 on these. And we will find out momentarily if that is the right way to go. If not, I will send these back. And depending on how good they are, I might get them in a larger size. But let's take a look at them. Let me zoom. Let me lift up this tripod a little. We'll get a little more room. All right. So we've got this kind of like a vertical line pattern on the top. It's pretty simple, pretty minimal. I don't know how aesthetically pleasing it is, but it carries along the sides too, and we've kind of got that flow going like those Rejuvenates had, but this is a more toe to heel flow instead of just a center accent of the lines. This is almost like an accordion type deal. It reminds me of like a like a radiator filter. I have an air filter that I use in my apartment, and I just replaced the EPA filters in that, and not EPA, environmental protection. Yeah, I think they were the EPA filters. Anyways, I get that mixed up with the EVA foam. But they've got like this accordion thing to it, so it makes me think of an air filter. I don't know if that's a good association or not when it comes to slides, but it's pretty simple, pretty minimal. It condenses at the toe, which is weird. I don't know why, it just seems a little strange to have all of those lines condense at the toe. It's messing with me. And then it kind of fans out a little bit at the back. It reminds me of like a puffer for like a fireplace or something. But anyways, it feels very squishy. So I think, contrary to the design being kind of meh, that it might be a very comfortable slide, just how squishy it feels with just depressing it with my thumbs. Let's see if we got any bit of an arch support. There's a little bit of an arch support, but it seems back kind of far. So the heel seems to be risen a little bit. I think I might have gotten the wrong size. These just look small. We'll know in a moment. Oftentimes with open toe slides, it really doesn't matter if they're too small because your toe's not hitting the end of anything. So even if they are a little snug, they might be all right, but we'll find out in a moment. So let's look at the sole real quick, at the outsole. Like I said, it says no smoking on the bottom. Just kidding. It says dynamic cushioning. So it's kind of a transparent rubber outsole, which isn't bad. I like when there's an extra kind of rubber outsole on these foam shoes, foam slides. I think that's one of the reasons that Rejuvenate was so good, is because it had that rubber outsole. It just gives it a little more traction. And it helps with the longevity of the footwear. And also, when they have a rubber outsole, they can go softer with the EVA foam. Because like I mentioned in that Rejuvenate, and this is an issue with like the Yeezy line of foam slides and shoes, is they're so soft, they're extremely comfortable, but they wear out faster having the softer foam. So when you take that soft foam and you couple it with a rubber outsole, it gives it a little more longevity. So, and we've got kind of a basic stippling on the sole, and it kind of has a variety of sizes for the little dots. Seems a little bigger towards the heel. Probably where the pressure points are, they made it a little larger so that it wasn't too abrasive on the foot. That's my guess. They kind of softened the areas a little bit. It almost looks like it gets fuzzy, just how they get bigger. Like it gets blurry. Not as defined as the smaller ones, but anyways. We got our sizing on the inner strap there, made in China. And then it's also stamped in there too, you can see. And then we got our Reebok logo. And that is the entirety of the aesthetics of the DMX recovery slide. They don't look too bad, but let's move forward. Let's throw these on foot and see how they fit before I ramble any more than I have to and I start losing viewers. All right, maybe it's just the color which makes them seem so small, because I threw the Mellow slide next to it, and the Mellow slide is a little longer. Maybe it is going to be short. I don't know. But I first put it down. I was like, oh, it's not too small, but we will see. Oh, no, they're fine. They're fine. I kind of like it when slides fit, like, perfectly. That's really squishy, too. These might be nice, man. These might be really nice. The Mellow slide is really good. They're even softer than the Mellow slide. If you know how squishy the Mellow slides are, the Mellow slides are really good. Like I was saying, they've just got really nice ergonomics to it, and that foam is just nice. And these are good, dude. These are squishy. Wow, these are nice. So the heel is risen a little bit. It gets a little thin up in the toes. It almost has kind of a rocker effect to it when you walk, like the Hokas. If you think about the Hokas and how they're designed. I don't own any Hokas, but I'm just using that as a reference of design. They kind of have like a rocking horse type sole to them. So when you walk and you step, it rocks a little bit. There's a little bit of that going on with these. It's very subtle, but I think it's mainly just because of how fat the heel is versus how thin the toe is. It just wants to kind of rock a little bit when you walk in them. But these are super squishy, man. These are good. This is a good EVA. This is a good foam. I had someone comment the other day. They were asking about like good alternatives to the Yeezy slide. And if you don't mind the aesthetics of these, this is a pretty good alternative, man. It's definitely on the squishier end of the spectrum. I was talking about that on the last video I made with the posts, the Jordan posts, and how those were kind of on the firmer spectrum. They had a decent arch and ergonomics to it, where these are kind of on the other end of the spectrum. They still have a decent arch to it and ergonomics, but they're squishy. A little squishier on the softer end of things. So these are pretty good. These are actually really comfortable. It reminds me of the pistachio color. They're very similar. These are a little lighter. There's a little more blue in these versus the pistachio. They have a little more yellow, greenish. I still gotta paint these. I just didn't know what I want to do with them yet, so I put them aside. But anyways, let's get some down low footage on these. I'll show you how they look from the ground level. But these are, man, that heel is super squishy. These are good. I don't know if I can capture that squish on the camera or not, but that might be the squishiest heel on any slide that I've worn so far. Dude, these are even squishier than the Yeezys. Let me test that theory. They're pretty on par with the Yeezys. It's a little different of a consistency of the foam. The Yeezys wrap around the center of your foot a lot more. They wrap around the arch a lot more. These Reeboks are a little more loose fitting in terms of like that strap. But as far as the squish factor goes, like these are on par with the Yeezy squish factor. I would argue. These are good. These are good. And these are cheap. I think I paid $30 for them. So that's definitely a positive, because I know that's one of the main reasons people like the Yeezys is just how squishy they are. Whoever designed these, they matched that squish pretty well. Let me get these out of the way. Get those out of the way. I kind of wish they had some different color options. Not a huge fan of this toothpaste color. It's not terrible though. One of the things I like about the cheaper slides is they're a little more of egalitarian, if that's the right word. They're just more economical. I make excuses not to wear the Yeezy slides to prolong their life, just because they're expensive. I refrain from like using things that are too expensive just out of fear of like wearing them out, breaking them, damaging them, depreciating them. But when you've got something at a really low price point like these are so comfortable. I'm so impressed by how comfortable these are, how squishy they are. But when you've got something as economical as these, it makes them more appealing, I think, to wear, because you don't have to worry about damaging them or losing them or whatever. I wish these just looked a little bit better. I wish the aesthetics were a little bit better. But aside from that, these are fantastic. I am pleasantly surprised with how good these are. So let's check the heel rise. It's pretty standard. Not too bad. They're not too tight though. They're not super sporty. They're casual. They are slides, and I'm content with the sizing. I think going down on a half size is the way to go. So if you're thinking about getting these and you're on a half size, down is probably a good way to go. These have a nice width to them. They fit my foot fine, but I can tell there's still a little more space on each side of my foot. So if you had a wider foot, these would be a good option for you. I think they would still fit wider feet pretty well. So, and they got good traction too, having that rubber pad on them. That rubber outsole gives it some good traction. So all in all, these are really good. I am pleasantly surprised with how good these are and how comfortable they are. Like these probably are, I would say, within the top 5 like good slides that I've tried so far. Their main detractor is the lack of color options. They just had this this aqua, a black color, and a white color. So I don't think I have much else to say. I will keep these. I will probably wear these. We might end up doing some, I don't know, just how ugly that color is. It's not super ugly, but I could probably do something with them with the Posca markers. Maybe even just do like a striped pattern on it with some other colors, just to give it a little more, just a different aesthetic. Because that is my main gripe with these, is just the vertical lines on them, the lateral lines I should say, because it's running from toe to heel. So these are good. These get the cheap slide award, most comfortable cheap slide award at the moment. Now we just got to work on those color options, Reebok. Highly recommend. Very nice, very nice. I might, these might be my new shower slides. These might have to replace my my Shibui slides. I don't know. All right, thanks for watching my first Reebok slide. Hopefully they come out with some more products in the future. These are really good. I know they have a lot of products, but you know what I mean. Some more foam products, I should specify. So, yeah, I think I already said the outro. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks to all of my subscribers so far. I really appreciate you guys. The channel is starting to grow at a faster rate, I've noticed. It's kind of a snowball effect. When I first started the channel, it took forever to get a few subscribers, but now that I've got over 40 videos up, the subscriber count is increasing at a faster rate, which is nice. So I appreciate everybody who takes the time to click that subscribe button. It helps motivate me to continue to make these videos. I struggle with it sometimes because of the time and the finances that go into getting all these slides and shoes and producing the videos. It takes a big chunk of my free time up because I work a lot. So I struggle with whether or not it's worth it, you know? But so when I get like positive comments and I get more subscribers and stuff, it helps keep me motivated on making these videos and stuff. So with that being said, I appreciate everybody who has taken the time to subscribe and leave a comment. And we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.